What's up, baby dolls? Thanks for tuning in to the Look What We Found podcast. My name is Daniel, and I'm here with
Louie.
Jasmine.
Dad. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Okay.
All right. You want to tell them anything, Louie?
Before we start, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's not that hard. We know how many views we're getting, and we're not getting that, not even half of it many likes. So do your job, guys.
So many views, so little subscribers.
Yeah.
Spring is here, and the sun is out, and I'm feeling really good.
I was thinking that when
Sun's
I saw
out,
your
My
outfit.
outfit.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the way I'm dressed. You guys can't see, but I'm wearing tiny shorts, and I want it to be hotter than it is, you know?
Yeah.
And I went into this bathroom in the park, and I went into this park bathroom. Now, there's 2 urinals in the bathroom, and I wanted to know if Jasmine knew about this. Because me and Louie, being men, we're familiar with urinals.
Yeah.
Did you know, Jasmine, that typically, actually, there's 3 types of urinals that I can think of.
Okay.
First type of urinal I haven't seen in a really, this is the type of that you see at the Dodger game. Okay? This type of urinal is just a really long, like almost like a trough.
Like a trough. Yeah.
No space in between.
Okay.
Everyone just kind of goes in as close as they can without,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No partitions.
no partitions. There's no walls. It's just kind of a free-for-all.
And it just looks fucking gross, too.
Is that your guys' is this like in any order? Is that a preference? Like, do you love to go into these trough type?
Well, why don't you go?
Is that like, you know?
What's the rest of them? And then we'll kind of answer that question.
That's the first one, and I would like to add that I had those at my elementary school. I remember.
You did?
I remember the trough style.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And very, very not my favorite. Not important. Then they have the other type, the second type, I'll say, also the same level. It's about waist level.
Okay.
However, they're individual urinals,
Mhm.
one for each person. And they come to the waist, maybe a partition, maybe not,
Mhm.
usually not. Then they have the third type. And if there's another type, you can tell me.
Okay.
They have the third type of urinal, and it goes from about your eye level, and it goes all the way down
I hate
to the
those.
floor.
I'm so glad that was the third one.
And this one, I don't see very often,
Yeah.
as much as I did
Those
last
ones were
time.
at my elementary school.
The ones down to the
Yeah.
floor,
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to know if Jasmine knew that there were that many varieties, and I just wanted to talk about them, I guess, because the one to the floor, especially, it doesn't make any sense.
See,
to
I
me.
would think you guys would kind of like those because they usually have some kind of separation, right? Like,
The ones to the floor.
yeah, isn't there like some kind of
Not-
at least
Not all the
edge?
time. I think most of the time they do not.
If
There's no
they're-
edge to it.
No.
There's a little edge to it, I guess, but
Edgy.
because of the border of it.
Right,
not
just the
a
porcelain,
partition.
the porcelain border, and usually if there is a partition, it doesn't go all the way down to your feet. It just kind of goes halfway, so that you
Oh,
can't gander over. I guess.
Is there a lot of splash? Backsplash?
Yes,
on
there
that?
is
Yes,
a lot
there
of
is.
Yeah, I'm
splash,
thinking
Jasmine.
logistically.
Thank you. Mostly, especially if you're wearing something like I'm wearing today and some shorts,
Oh,
you're
man.
peeing all over your ankles,
So there's
man.
pee. As I'm like, so there's pee on your legs.
Well,
I thought there was
in
a
this
no.
particular bathroom, I had a choice.
Okay.
Whether I go on the long ones, and there was one separate one that was a single
Why?
waist high.
Waist high is my favorite.
So obviously I went with that one.
When I was in 4th grade, I was a teacher's aide for a special ed class. Like I don't know why they selected me, but I remember I would have to walk some kids to the restroom.
I do.
And yeah, he thinks he was a teacher's aide. He was just part of the
really
class.
he was really the mascot.
Yeah, you're the hall monitor.
Yeah.
So I would walk, and I remember this kid's name to this day. His name was Wayne. He was fucking huge. He was this just white kid that was like fucking tall.
Yeah.
And I would walk him over to the restroom, and we had those urinals all the way down from like chest to eye level, all the way down to the floor. Major splash that you
Major
get. And he
splash
would
alert,
pull down his pants all the way, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the butt cheeks were all out, and I was, Jesus Christ, Wayne. I was like, all right, bud, I'm over here if you need me,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. And then he was just, I remember thinking, I was like, fuck, man. Like, this guy, there's no way pee-pee isn't getting on his fucking pants.
And I feel like the kids that pulled, because this happens, Jasmine, as you walk into the boys' bathroom, typically the urinals are right there in front of you. And especially when you're in your what are they called, those years, you know, in your grade school years, your formative years, a lot of the guys they just pull their pants down all the way to like their ankles or their knees. And
I never did that.
I was just gonna ask,
I know
what's
that,
the technique?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
I said the people that did it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think everybody.
He was the
everybody
supervisor.
knows.
Yeah.
I just think the people that pull their pants like that all the way down and pee in the urinal maybe don't have like a father figure or someone to show them how to do it, or they're trouble.
What's the technique? Like the quote unquote proper.
Good question.
I'd say that's a great question.
What if your guys is differ? I would everyone say it individually.
Okay.
Everyone, it's just three of us.
Okay, you
One, two,
well,
three.
individual at the same time? You unzip, pull it out, and handle your business.
Yeah. Well, but I think the technique is, you know, unbutton, unzip, and then you just pull the top of your.
Yes.
It depends what kind of underwear you're wearing and what you like.
Yeah.
Some people will use the little flap.
I was gonna ask, do you
I don't
guys
like
use
it.
that
I don't
little
like it.
hole?
No one really uses that.
No,
No?
I've told you this before.
Then
No.
why is it there? It seems like
It-
such
I
high
think at this point
demand.
it's just tradition.
It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
You know?
But you guys have tried.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. I
It-
try to use it.
In what situation do you guys use it?
The hole
Yeah,
in
hole.
the
Yeah. In what
I mean,
situation?
the first time when you're like, should I just pull? Like, should I put it through and then pee and then like try to shake everything off and then put it back in? It's just like it's too much.
I think the
Messy. It's too messy.
only situation where you're using the hole in the underwear is if you're like in high school and you're trying to like have sex at your girlfriend's house, but like really do it like so
Quick.
that if someone walks in, you have an escape route. You
I see
don't
what
have
you
your
mean.
pants all the way done. You just have the zipper. You use the hole.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
but then
the only
if you zip up
situation.
real quick,
That's
then
that's
it's
a
like
very
danger.
specific scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the only time I could think that I would actually.
Yeah.
that I was
That's a
using
good
it.
move though.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Have you guys ever seen? I think it's in The Hot Chick. Have you guys ever seen that with Rob
Yeah.
Schneider? Okay, so you know, obviously I think it's Rachel McAdams who they switch places,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's peeing for the first time as a dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she goes into the urinal and she's like, okay, well, I think the toilet's busy, so she decides to use the urinal. And then there's ice. There's ice in the trough. It's a trough style one, and there's ice all down the bottom.
Excuse me. Why is there ice in there?
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it runs off, I guess, and it kind of cleans the edges. But is that a thing? Like, because
That is a thing that
You
there's
know.
ice in the urinals, and I've never known why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I feel like it cleans it, like it's runoff, right? Like you pee and at least it runs down the drain. It's like a shower more than. Yeah.
Could be. I don't know.
No idea, man. I just assumed at a certain age, this is just where they put the ice,
This is just.
the extra ice.
Can you go get some ice,
You know,
son?
like,
and
you
then,
Should we
gotta-
dump it on the grass? No, the trough.
You know,
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, like
but-
at the end of the night, like if you're working at a restaurant and you're cleaning out the salsa bar,
Yeah.
you get that ice, throw it in the urinal.
that makes sense.
That's the only thing I could think
I
of.
guess so. I just
But
always
I-
imagine like this smelly ass ice, just like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
you know.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
anyways.
fun peeing on it because it just like really, it just really
melts.
evaporates it
like
down. It's like you see the
steam.
Yeah.
steam coming. It gives you something to do, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything like weird about girls' restrooms, but other than like,
Other than that, they're way better than guys' restrooms.
I don't know.
I don't
I
think so.
do. I
dis-
do.
I don't know.
I disagree.
Oh
with
my God! Are you? Please tell me how they're not. How they don't have full-length mirrors. They got them all the way across. Even in the stall, I heard sometimes they have mirrors inside of the stall. Is that true? I don't know if that's
No.
good.
The
This-
convenience of it kills the experience, I feel. Yes, I think they could be nicer and more equipped with like accessories.
everything.
Yes. However, it takes you 3 days to get in there. So no thank
Yeah,
you.
the
dude.
lines are like fucking.
That
No,
doesn't
thank
have
you.
anything to
Yes,
do with
it
the
does.
bathroom. That has to do
The
with the sex that
experience.
uses the bathroom. I'm talking about the equipment in the bathroom.
So just leaving the amount of time that you're gonna have to invest to get into one or the other, then yes, I think they have better stuff in there. Yeah.
I don't think
Way
it's
better
always
stuff.
like that. You guys imagined it in your head.
But I don't like that. Here's what I don't like, dude. Here's what I don't like. I don't like that all of a sudden 2 drunk bros just cut in line. I was like, no, and they
Oh.
fucking, and then no, the line is huge over there.
And they get away with it.
That's
yeah,
true.
and they get
Yeah.
away with it, dude.
That's
Girls
true.
have a front of the line pass to almost any place they want for a long part of their life.
Yeah, and they
that
just
men
cut.
just
They go
don't
in
have
there. They don't
access
care.
to, you know?
Not except for the girls' restroom. Like,
but you guys get to go
can't-
to the guys.
Sometimes, but also, do you? It's not like it's like an extreme choice. I don't want to go in the guys' restroom.
Because
It
it's
stinks in there.
It's way worse.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because also guys blow that
Case
shit
in
up.
point. Yes.
Guys
it's
also
disgusting.
blow the stall.
There's urinals going all the way to the floor. It's
Yeah.
splattering out.
It's gross. But girls get their periods, and that could be fucking gross too.
That's
Good
something I
point.
didn't consider.
Yes,
that is
dude,
something I
I
forgot about.
That
too.
is something I
Have
totally
seen
forgot about.
fucking. It's like fucking
CSI.
Jaws. Like in the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people like I've seen pads on the ceiling or like on the door
On
of
the ceiling?
yeah, or like on the door of the fucking the stall, and I'm like, for what?
Wow.
Why? And then sometimes the line is so long, you're like, ugh. But usually no, it's like you just leave. You're like, dude, you don't want to go in that one.
One thing before we move on, because this is obviously
This is goals.
it's a great topic
Yeah.
for us. I just felt like as a child, I didn't fit in because I didn't want to fuck around in the bathroom like all the other kids did. They just wanted to throw the paper towels on
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
ceiling.
So
They would
annoying.
little boys go in the bathroom and they lose their fucking mind all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
No
dude. It's like
supervision.
a playground or
Yeah.
something.
I've seen fights in the bathroom,
Dude, it goes down.
smoking in the bathroom,
For sure, smoking.
Yeah.
and then just straight up fucking like. I remember somebody
It's like
pulled
prison.
somebody's pants. Like they're legs. They're
Dude.
fucking animals, dude.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
perfect place to pant.
Have you guys seen that video where it compares? I wish I would have brought it. It'd be really good. It compares schools to prisons and how similar they look.
I
And
haven't,
in
but it makes
structure,
so much sense.
They show them in the lines. They show the kids in the lines.
Yeah.
They show, the yard basically.
Yeah.
They have the bells.
Everything,
just
huh?
The way it looks in the structure. I mean,
Yeah, I
Obviously,
remember.
it's
I
not as
remember
bad,
thinking
but-
because we're older than Jazz, obviously. But she probably grew up with most of the schools having gates. But I remember my schools not having gates,
gates like
Like
to get
fences.
in.
Oh yeah, like
like a fence. Like it wasn't a fenced-in school. Like I remember when I was a kid. Not by the time I got to high school, but when I was a kid, I lived by a high school. It was just open. You can just go in there, ride your bike. And maybe it was early 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
And then by the time I actually got to that school, it was a gated school. And there's some schools that pride themselves in not having gates. But, most of them have fences or whatever. Not anybody can walk in there. That now if I were, to become a father, I think that would give me some sort of peace of mind. But
yeah.
when I was a kid, I thought I was like, oh, this shit looks like a prison. And
It
I remember
does,
thinking
yeah.
that for the first time, like when I was 6 and I saw the first one. I was like, oh, because I was so used to schools not having that. Well, I don't know how you.
And it
grew up,
kind of
but-
feels like it too. Like you don't know who to eat with your first day too, and you're
No,
like,
guess
fuck,
so.
shit.
which gang am I
the
going to
security
sit
guards around.
Just play
with?
cool,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one security guard that doesn't see anything at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's true. Okay, so all right, so I have a couple of things to show you guys, a couple photos. Okay, and I want you guys to tell me what all of these have in common.
Okay. Hold
okay. First
Okay.
one is a man.
on. Man, kind of my complexion. Should I
No,
just say it?
I would yes, a dark man,
Brown.
brown man,
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys
ambiguous race.
Very ambiguous.
ready for the next one?
Ready
Yes.
for the next one? White woman,
Okay.
green eyes,
Green eyes, blonde hair.
blonde hair.
Okay.
Yeah, nice
Okay.
looking lady.
All right. This guy looks more like a
Needs a haircut.
creepy white guy.
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of psychiatric problems.
Okay.
Older white lady, Short haircut.
Short hair, already giving up on life with that hair.
Black
Works in
glasses.
clerical.
Glasses, yes.
Yeah, works in medical records.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what? Oh.
Asian fashionista young girl. Dressed in old man's clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, young Asian fashionista in
Fashionista.
a spiky blow-up suit.
Yes.
Okay, you go, Louis.
Okay, this one is this time there's two young ladies, probably anywhere from 17 to 19 years old, I would say, and one of them has like a business suit, very Hillary Clinton,
Very.
and the other one is more risque with a
more like
I don't know what they're called.
Euphoria
Yeah.
High.
Euphoria, yeah, there you go with
Fashionable.
braids.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Now
here we
we
go.
have three models here, all female. One of them is black, and she has a nice-looking afro. The other one in the middle is blonde, and for whatever reason decided to put her hands behind her back. That was a choice she made.
Military brat.
And the other one is kind of ambiguous. She could be biracial. She could be a Latina.
She does have a
and-
mole.
And she does have a mole on her.
I don't see
left
the
side.
mole.
Uh,
And they're all wearing black boots and black
they're all wearing
dresses.
black boots.
Jasmine is zooming in on the mole.
Oh,
that
it's by the
still can't
nose, I
see.
think.
No, it's by the lip.
Okay.
Oh.
Very
You didn't
Cindy
see it?
Crawford. Yes.
Eva Mendes energy.
Okay. Okay. What else you got?
Oh.
That's the same one. Right here we
This
have
is Valeria.
Valeria, and
Oh, yeah.
then
I was like, or just Valeria.
yeah. So this one looks like she could be biracial. She's very pretty, long hair, up to the shoulders.
And Louis has a crush on her.
Yes. And I'm dumping Jasmine for it.
Yeah.
And she said yes.
Yeah, and I'm dumping Louis for her.
Uh-huh. And she's
Okay.
the next guest on our podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone,
Oh.
let's give it up for her.
Okay, so I heard a lot of interesting keywords, both of you describing.
Oh, she was setting us up, dude.
Oh, okay,
Right, so
okay.
I was just interested, just like as a thought experiment, what you guys would say. But did you guys find the commonality?
I think for me, I was describing a lot of the hair and the ethnicity or complexion. I think that's what my key descriptions of them.
Okay.
And mine were totally like non-biased, really like PC, and didn't have any sort of like
No tattoos.
slant or
nothing.
judgment
Yeah.
or anything, and was all
Yeah.
Except for the
very
serial killer guy.
even
Yeah,
playing field.
that's
Yeah.
true.
No judgment based on appearance. That was like mine.
I think I
Okay.
think I know where you're going with this, but
So what if I told you?
We assumed their genders.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna tell
yeah.
me?
What if I told you none of these people were real?
Oh.
Oh.
Shit. None of them?
Not one.
Wow.
Right? So, okay, so all of these people
They're all AI people.
are all AI generated by this
No.
by this company called La La Land.
No.
Models are done, dude.
They're all done.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Except for this one here. These people here are just the first photos that I showed you. They're from this website called This Person Isn't Real.
No way.
And they're AI generated people who this AI, you basically will refresh the page and it'll just make up new people.
Dude, that is incredible.
And you look how, like, if you look at the details, it's like these people have freckles, they have teeth, like,
Do they have
Imperfections.
imperfections, slightly yellowing of the teeth, a little gray in the beard.
Yeah,
little
he could've-
yellow of the
hat is,
eyes.
his hat is crooked.
yeah, he looks like he could be like your DirecTV guy.
Dude, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
He could be your this guy for sure
Yeah.
has to be a real person.
Right.
Even the way they made him look all weird with his weird posture.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's crazy. I mean,
Wow, wow,
And then
wow,
let's
wow.
go back to the other
Well,
lady.
I'm sorry, this is incredible.
it's pretty wild, right? Which lady? This,
The Karen looking one. That one.
yeah.
Boom.
Like
This
even
right
her
there.
earrings and stuff, right? Like, look at her teeth aren't even like perfect.
Yeah, and then
And-
her
and-
skin isn't either. This is such a
and her
Jesus.
eyes.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Fuck.
So, which brings me
Holy
to my
shit.
story.
Okay.
So, like you said, Daniel, a lot of these things were like the key terms you guys said were like diversity and, you know, like models. You guys mentioned that they were
Yeah.
models and stuff. Okay. So, the company Levi's, so Levi Strauss and Company announced that they're going to start partnering up with the website called La La Land, which was the one that I showed you guys photos for.
Oh, this is great.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
so they're gonna be partnering with this AI company to increase. So the reason for them doing this is to increase the number and diversity of the models for their products in a sustainable way.
A sustainable way.
Sustainable way?
So
What the
they're
fuck
just
does
using a
that mean?
bunch of buzzwords, by the way, in a sentence to be like, no, it's sustainable and
No,
it's diverse.
we're cool and we're yeah.
And
Yeah.
vegan.
yeah,
vegan.
Vegan, sustainable way.
Yeah.
Transgender.
Vegan, trans, LGBT,
yeah.
sustainable.
Recyclable.
Recyclable. And climate.
Climate.
Yeah. So
Dude,
yeah.
I'm getting tired of these big companies acting like they're for the bigger purpose.
Oh,
like, if you have to
right? Like they
stop
give a
it.
shit
It's-
about
It's
idiots.
They don't give a
greenwashing and
fuck.
shit. Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so, and that company, LaLaLand.ai, specializes in AI generated fashion models specifically. So,
Oh, so it's built for this.
correct.
Yeah.
So they basically landed this dope ass like sponsorship with Levi's.
Okay.
And they said they're going to test it to supplement real life models later in the year. But
Whoa.
they said they're never fully going to replace using like, yeah, right, bullshit,
Bullshit.
right? Bullshit. But they're
How
saying.
would we know?
Well, also, like, think about it, because the way that they market this site markets that, like, the benefits of using their models are, like, that it takes 60 seconds to do instead of how long does one photo shoot take?
Days.
Fuck.
I don't have no idea.
And money, expenses.
Yeah.
You need a photographer. You need lighting. You
They
need
make
the location.
so much
you
money,
need-
a lot of these models, dude.
and think about just
Fraction of the cost
getting
now.
rid of that.
I mean, okay, right? Okay, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but would you use it for your thing?
That's the thing. I mean,
You know, I would. Well, I'm not even gonna act like I wouldn't. I would
Yeah.
100% use AI models
Yeah.
because
it makes sense.
it's so hard to put together a shoot for your product and get them wear your clothes and them not be a bitch or they have an attitude.
You've had issues. from what
yeah,
I
yeah,
recall.
for sure. Oh, 100%. You know,
But here's the thing. What I'm curious
this
of
is
is
crazy.
and this is
site-
the
What
website.
if there's a
This is the
lady
actual
out there?
website.
This website is called La La Land.
Yeah. So, like,
Everybody,
just so
Yeah,
we
if you
can
want to check it out, this is incredible.
Yeah, we check
Yeah.
it out. Their whole thing is that they're using lifelike models, and I think what they do is they've used like real models as far as like for body movements and stuff, and then they've built off of that, and like again for diversity's sake,
Right.
and then you can pick your avatar and just kind of like
Oh, I have
choose.
such a good idea.
Who
Oh,
you like.
you can do it on there too.
Yeah, you can do a trial.
It's
so
over, dude.
that's it. So
Everything is over.
and it's crazy. Like the statistics are saying, like on the website,
Yeah.
say it's faster than photo shoots, like 90% faster than photo shoots.
99.9% faster than photo shoots.
Also, think about this, right? Like, you guys, usually there's digital mock-ups for the outfits, right? They're not ready yet. But you don't need them to have ready. You don't need the physical samples to dress a person that isn't physical, right?
right?
I guess
No,
so.
you don't even have to send them anything.
Exactly. And you could have everything prepped before
Now,
it's even, like,
Let me ask
the
this.
clothes is even made, you know?
Let me ask
You
this.
probably don't even have to make the clothes, dude.
Not before, to do photo shoots? No, not anymore.
Never mind. I was gonna ask something like, what if you look? Well, what if one person that looks just like that model? Let's just say, and you're like, hey, what the fuck? That's me, dude. I mean, it's not, but it looks just like me.
Yeah.
You think there'll be any kind of legal repercussions for La La Land or Levi's or whoever's using this?
No, because they'll just
Yeah.
be like, oh, sorry. Beep, boop.
Mole.
Done.
Yeah. Or like, oh no,
Yeah.
here's the blueprint.
Mole.
We
Yeah.
created it.
Oh yeah.
So
Blue hair. Done. Yeah, good point. I guess I stand corrected.
I mean, you might be able to make a little bit of money off of a lawsuit, but it'd be hard going up against the AI lawyers that they probably hire.
Can I just say something to be just completely honest? I don't think I really I guess I do. I was gonna say it's gonna be hard for people to sympathize for like models, right? Because like
yeah, I know
typically,
what
like,
you mean. It's
they're like,
not
no,
medical
you're
workers,
still
but-
good looking. You're fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine, sweetheart.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the
Dude,
thing,
but
though.
I mean, either way, whether you feel sorry for them or not, it's an entire part of
Industry.
the economy that you're destroying.
Absolutely.
You're destroying that.
And
dude.
all of these people, maybe there's not that many models, but even if we want to go with Instagram models, these women make, their whole careers, and they go out and they spend money and they
Mhm.
buy fucking, your
Butt lifts
products, or
and-
they,
Yeah.
they stimulate the economy, and now we're just giving it over to the machines, and we're humans, so we can't help it but be like, fuck it, I'm gonna get rich. It's in our
it's self-interest,
it's
capitalism
programmed
really.
into us. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, so people started to respond to this because they just Levi's just released. I'm sorry, that statement. People on Twitter were pushing back on the idea, so they had pretty much the same feelings we did. That the solution to a lack of diversity in fashion is the AI models, because you're not putting diverse people in there. You're putting fake people that seem to be diverse.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess so.
So, and also Levi's has they've been kind of in trouble lately. So
What have they been in trouble for?
Last year, I guess they laid off over 800 employees, 20% of their corporate jobs.
Yeah.
Like financial trouble.
Yes, financial. So
Okay.
that this is a way for them to cut costs. And
By laying off more employees.
Yeah. And this fix they're expected to save the company up to 75 million to 100 million annually. And that's conservative.
Very because even the photographers you're getting rid of, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean,
the
people that come out and dress them.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of
everything.
that
The
production.
makeup people. The
Everybody.
light guys.
Yeah.
The boom man guy.
Yeah.
And
this fucking idiot, he's gone.
The intern that brings the coffee that's working his way up at the
He
at
probably-
the fashion
Well, he probably doesn't
magazine.
get paid.
No, but he's
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, but
And
where
he's
will
God.
he's going to get the coffee.
who will he deliver coffee?
Exactly, dude.
It affects everybody, dude.
Well, it also sets
my
precedent for if we can do this, then what else is going to be affected by AI?
Dude, it's anything now.
all this stuff
I mean,
is coming out.
there's good things and bad things. Like I was just reading, to not get it too much into another thing. They made an AI program that now is detecting cancer months in advance, sometimes months. I'm sorry, years in advance. In Hungary, I think. They have a program where they detected a woman's breast cancer 4 years in advance, dude.
That's precogs. Now we're getting into this is why you need to watch Minority Report, because it's the
Absolutely,
this is
dude.
AI prediction of the future of what's going to happen,
I'll watch
whether
it.
you're going to have cancer, and that's just
That's just the first
that's
thing.
assuming that you didn't change anything, right? I mean, unless AI is that accurate that it can predict. Because I saw this thing. Did you see that interview with Dana White where he said they can swab your mouth and they can predict to when you're gonna die
yeah.
to the
Christ.
day or
Yeah.
something, and he has 10 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Really?
and it's right all the time.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I
But
was
has it been tested? Has he been told somebody you're gonna die tomorrow, and then it happens?
Just with the asparagus lady. That
I
happened,
know.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So it's wild. So that one
Dude,
was kind of
I
crazy,
don't-
right?
That's the best thing I've seen.
I
all
can't
year.
help but think how maybe we can monetize this ourselves. And I don't mean as a podcast. I just meant as individuals.
Edit our
bringing
videos.
Bringing up.
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
Make us funnier.
Yeah. Bringing
script.
up my story is you have a hunky looking judge. By the way, young.
This
for
guy's
a
a
judge.
judge.
It seems like it.
This
Yes.
guy's the hottest judge I've ever seen.
Yes. So it says here that Gregory A. Lockey, 33, charges.
He's a 33-year-old judge.
No, crazy, right? There's a couple of
How
fucking.
do you get to be a judge at 33?
Unless he comes from a
He's
line
been
of
judging
a
since
family
he was a baby.
Right?
with some sort of pool.
You
I
still don't have any judgment at that age.
Yeah, man. Anyways, he charges $12 a month on a platform that produces more than 100 posts since he opened up the account back in November of 2020. He maintains an X-rated account on just for .fans, where he charges $9.99. A white-collar professional by day, very unprofessional by night. Always amateur, always raw, always slutty. Reads his description on OnlyFans. So, look, it's just they got wind of this, and they obviously terminated him. But how do you guys feel about this? Because
he can't be a judge anymore.
He got fired from being a judge. Yes.
I wonder why.
For OnlyFans.
It says
Yeah, but
here
I
that it
mean,
was unprofessional behavior.
Was
what
he
they used.
nude?
It sounds like
was he
Well, always slutty, always
Always
raw.
Did
I'm
you-
like,
was he
Did
smacking
you-
that gavel around?
I don't know. I think he
Is
was.
that what
Did
they're
he have a
calling
hung
it?
jury?
Yeah, he did. I am predicting he probably did have a hung jury,
Yes.
dude. And yeah, but how do you guys feel about this type of stuff? Because I know we brought it up before, but I think this is the first guy that is doing this and loses his job, which I think was kind of not cool. But
He's too high of a position
yeah.
to do that kind of shit, right?
Well, even,
I think so too. But
Even his whole thing is that he's a white collar professional by day, so he's mentioning his job to an extent.
because there's an attraction there.
Well, I get it.
If you're into this, and you tell me if you are, but if you see like a guy like that, right?
Yeah.
Tell
And
him.
it's just a guy, would you be attracted to clicking on his profile or subscribing to his OnlyFans, or
Yeah.
somebody that looks almost just like him, but he's a judge or a
Oh
cop?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an attraction there for you that kind of pushes the one over the edge for you? That
I
kind
can
of
answer for her.
yes.
I was like,
It's
his eye,
yes.
his twinkle in his eye. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know though. A hot judge doesn't appeal to me personally. I don't want to be judged.
But a hot
But-
something else that like whatever you fill
Well,
in.
come
the
on.
yeah,
gap.
yeah. A hot something else, like a hot scuba diver or something.
No, not a hot
I don't know.
student. This is a hot person in a high power position that
No.
makes a lot of money, right?
I get it, but I think he's appealing more to dudes.
Well, he
Oh, for sure, dude.
fine.
You know, so
Yeah, 90% of his business is gay dudes. I would say.
So I guess we'll have to ask a gay dude if that makes a difference. But it has to because it's part of the
Yeah,
novelty.
I get it,
right?
though.
How about you?
it's the same thing for like guys and like. I
If you
guess- I
saw
don't know,
a hot
actually.
teacher and a regular hot one,
His
how
face
would you, the hot
immediately-
teacher, huh?
I mean, hot teacher's
His
so
mustache
so
wiggled.
cliche, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll-
need like a hot something else. Maybe she's a congresswoman or something
Oh.
like
Oh
that.
yeah.
A little more interesting.
That's
Yes,
true.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
with you, dude. I think it does make a difference.
See, I could see how it would make a difference.
But we're guys.
But it is.
Yeah, but well, we don't really care at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
I feel like for guys, it makes a difference if you have something
Now,
like that.
is
man.
it wrong? Would you, if you're in charge of whatever committee made this decision, and then how would you side on this? Would you vote for termination, or would you say, no, this is something that doesn't affect his job?
It's a tough one, you know.
Yeah, I almost feel like I have to side with the people that fired him on this one, man.
Yeah?
Why
I
is that?
don't. I guess.
Are you judging him?
Yeah, I don't know, because you just take it up the notch. If we had a hot president,
Okay.
which he or she allowed to be having OnlyFans? Because I mean, the judge is like, you have to be like a fucking square, man. You have to trust this person. He has the right judgment at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess it comes with like the whole thing of.
Don't you have to swear in and stuff?
Yeah,
But-
put
but
your
like,
hand on the
okay.
Bible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another example. Hot cop
Okay.
with an OnlyFans. Because it's because I was thinking maybe it's the
Good.
fact that he's like a public servant and he technically works for the county or the city or whatever it is. But a hot cop, I feel like people would have different feelings about.
Fireman, I think, is
Yeah, a hot
That's
fireman.
fine.
Free for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be a porn star fireman. No one
you go
cares,
into
dude.
hot places, hot guy, it's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he's
yeah.
so hot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you know, like, what is it that makes? Because I agree, it does kind of make you feel a little uncomfortable, like because he is in this position. But it's like, what is it? He's really just like his side hustle is to show his nips, you know?
And more.
Well, I think he's showing
Well,
more
yeah.
than his nibs.
I know, but you know what I mean. I was trying to censor.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just don't. Yeah, I don't have a good reason. That's for sure. I just don't like it.
Isn't that weird? Like
Yeah.
we just criminalize like, I guess sex or like.
Well, what I think it's unfair sometimes is that, you know, you're born with certain assets,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some people have mental capacities than others.
ASS.
Some people have athletic capacities that no one, that most people do not have, right? And they can capitalize on being good at basketball, being 6'7" and dunking, or fucking figuring out equations or whatever, dude. But when it comes down to looks, and I am not. Obviously,
This guy is up there during trial, checking his phone. Oh no, I bet you he's like,
Yeah.
sustain. You know,
another 3 subscribers.
He's too into his shit. He's
Yeah.
responding to the DMs. He's too distracted. I just wouldn't want him to be my judge. I want their head in the game, man.
Gotcha.
These guys make life-altering decisions like 50 times a day, dude, and they just do it like it doesn't. Have you ever been in front of the judge?
Yeah.
There's so many variables. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, if it's getting close to lunch,
Yeah.
not as good of an outcome because they're trying to get through it and they're hungry. And
Yes,
that
guilty.
affects
Whatever.
true.
they're like, whatever, I gotta eat. Yeah, bye. If you're like in the morning, depending on how their morning went,
Yeah.
your case might
Better
go more
mood.
favorable. So like if they're like, oh man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. 5 people
But
unsubscribed.
Jasmine
But-
seems to be okay
Well,
with it,
I'm
right?
just, I don't know, like, because I'm a little conflicted. I don't, like, love it,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's also like, what is that
You gotta
doing?
let
Okay.
it. Yeah.
doing to me?
Anyways,
You know?
that was the story. But before we kind of lose track here, you might remember that I said maybe we can make money with this whole AI thing. What if we have avatars and we put them on OnlyFans?
Don't say anything
I
else.
was
Fuck.
thinking
We'll
about
edit that out.
actually.
Don't
Oh,
tell anyone this
I
idea.
was thinking about that before.
We do it now. We do it tonight.
Yeah.
We make a fucking fake Instagram account.
Oh,
We
Yeah,
just-
with
well,
La La
actually,
Land.
you guys
La La
are
Land.
already behind because the biggest thing for deepfakes is like celebrity porn.
But it wouldn't be celebrity.
no, this
porn.
is just the girl next door.
Well, they probably do that too,
This
is
is
what
a
I'm saying.
hot female judge.
Yes.
That's my idea.
it has nothing to do with the
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I stole both of
Yeah, I was
Jasmine's
gonna say.
stories.
It just,
And
yeah.
combined it up.
Yeah.
I made a lame idea.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
All right, guys. The
More
baby
money.
doll of the week is Diego, the Galapagos tortoise. Here,
Whoa.
pictured here. Now, I should have sent this so you guys could take a look at it. But here you could see it's just a really old tortoise. And then on the top right there,
Yeah.
you can see this bad boy doing doggy style, but I guess it'd be like tortoise style to
Yeah,
another
yeah.
tortoise. This guy right here was retired from his duties at the Galapagos National Parks breeding program in Santa Cruz after fathering. Did you see how many kids?
No, I didn't.
You guys want to take a guess?
If I have to guess. Like,
Now he is. Let me give you his age. He's 102 or
live-
103.
Okay.
He's still alive. He weighs 175 pounds.
I'm gonna-
102 or 103.
Kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say 25.
From birth, he had one.
25.
25 kids. He has fathered 800 kids, man.
Oh,
800.
Yeah, 800 kids, and he has been hailed for saving his species.
Oh,
And
Nick Cannon,
Yeah.
you have a fucking
Is
bar.
his name Nick? Nick Turtle.
his name is Nick Turtle,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he made 40% of all the tortoises over there.
Oh,
So Diego from the Galapagos Islands, you are the baby doll of the week.
Get it, Diego?
He's been.
He's been getting it.
He's been getting it.
He has this weirdly high libido for a tortoise, I guess.
Whoa.
I wonder if they're. You know, they say like, "Oh, you fuck like a rabbit, huh?" But maybe we should be fucking like turtles.
Yeah, but how many? That's low.
Dude, and you could totally see like, oh fuck, dude.
Again.
Diego, I gotta go to Diego.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Orders, you know. He looks like such an old sleazeball. Look at him.
Yeah, he looks
He
like
does
a
look like a
creep.
pervert.
He looks like such
Yeah.
a perv, man.
Now, do you think that because most of the turtles in that, what is it, an island or the
Galapagos
Galapagos,
Islands,
yeah.
that they might have conditions later on because they come from the same turtle, or not really?
Oh, but do they come from the same mom?
Well, I don't
Oh.
think they come from the same mom, but you know how like at least with
Imagine.
humans, they're all like
They're just exhausted all the time.
I wonder how fast the sex is like with a turtle.
Have you heard the noises they make? It's gross.
Would happen during
Try to-
turtle
Oh,
try to
let me
make
see if
one.
I can find one.
Oh, try to do it.
Because I would imagine like here comes a hot tortoise, and he sees a lady. He's all,
Yeah. Oh no.
here I go.
Even the seduction part is fucking gonna take forever.
By the time she notices him, she's already 5 steps behind. She's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you guys ready for this?
Okay.
This is Galapagos giant tortoise mating.
That's probably
It could
Diego.
be him, dude.
Yeah, it's probably Diego. Sounds like something he'd do.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Daniel's face.
That was it, huh?
That was it, huh? One thrust.
Oh, the squelch! The squelch!
Oh, her fins went up like.
Yeah!
It feels like he's cracking her shell. Oh!
Oh no. The angle.
Oh
My God.
Let's get one more.
Come on, dude. There it is.
Oh!
And that isn't it wild?
That is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for that girl turd.
And that's how we're ending the episode.
Goodness.
All right, guys.
He sounded so Japanese too.
He
Didn't he?
kind of did. He
Yeah.
sounded like an old fucking samurai or something.
Slow, man. Slow.
Oh my
and-
God.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, not as fast as I thought it was gonna be.
What?
Like,
Well, I thought the thrust was pretty.
the thrust is somewhat
hard.
fast, but they're far and in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I thought it was gonna be like 1 or 2 thrusts, and,
And
it
the-
looks like he was just getting started.
And the
like,
girl
to be honest
tortoise
with
did
you.
not.
She was just
No.
like,
She's like,
Yeah, she was
a little
Is it
thin.
coming? Is it coming?
you guys gotta
Yeah.
check that out.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. And if you guys know anybody that's a judge and has an OnlyFans, show them this episode.
If you guys know anybody that pees in a long urinal and it splashes them on the ankles,
Show
them
this episode.
You guys know anybody that would use AI generated models?
Show them
this
this episode.
episode.
All right, guys. See you next
Peace.
week.